Time now, 5 o'clock. Welcome to the South King Fire Board of Fire Commissioners meeting. Call the order. Chief Smith, please, pledge allegiance. Thank you. So next on our agenda, we have approval of minutes from the following meetings. March 25th, March 31st, and April 7th. I recuse myself from March 31st. I was not present. And I believe Commissioner Burrs, you recused yourself from April 7th. So I need let's go for March 25th first. Do I have a motion for approval?
I so move.
I'll second.
Motion for March 25th meeting for meeting minutes. Motion by Commissioner Gates, second by Commissioner Vedino. Any discussion on March 25th meetings? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. I need a motion for March 31st.
Make a motion to approve the March 31st.
I'll second.
Motion by Commissioner Burrs, second by Commissioner Vedino. Okay,
I will move to approve the special meeting minutes from March 31st, 2025.
I'll second.
motion by Commissioner Vedino, second by Commissioner Gates. Any discussion on the special meeting March 31st? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 All those voted is approved. Thank you. Special meeting April 7th, 2025. Need a motion for approval, please.
So move.
Motion by Commissioner Fuller. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Vedino. Any other discussion on the motion for a special meeting for approval on April 7th? You can see none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Thank you. So Commissioner comments. We are down to Commissioner comments. I will start to my left. Commissioner Fuller.
No comments.
Commissioner Burrs.
No comments.
Commissioner Vedino.
Nothing for me. Thank you.
Commissioner Gates.
No comments.
And nothing from me at this time. Thank you. Just thank you for everyone showing up. Public comments. Please state your name and address for the record. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes or less. Do we have any public comment? Hearing and seeing none. Thank you. We'll go down to commissioner reports. Do we have any commissioner committee reports?
Finance and audit met. There's minutes in your packet. Do you have any questions?
Thank you. I know that I had a question. So I know in our packet there's the policy, but that was empty. So
Yeah,
I didn't
so-
see it.
So we met about the commissioner guidelines, and those will go out very soon.
Okay, thank you.
And the hiring committee met. We'll talk about that later.
Thank you. Any other committee reports at this time? All right, here we're seeing none. Down to administrative team report. Dr. Ganem, you.
Okay, good evening, commissioners. Back from a much needed vacation. Appreciate everybody allowing me to take some time off, and the administrative team and Chief Smith for filling in for some of the meetings that needed to be attended during that period. A couple of things. One is I want to just say congratulations to our newly promoted lieutenants and engineers. We've talked about in the last couple of meetings our desire to ensure that we're meeting our operational staffing goals. And Chief Smith and the battalion chiefs, as has been documented and talked about in a couple of meetings, have put a lot of work behind making sure that we're achieving our staffing goals and working with labor also. And I think it's a sign of the collaboration and some intentionality behind truly working together last couple of months. I just want to say thank you and congratulations to those members. To talk about policies just a little bit. Last fall, towards the end of November, December, under the circumstances, we pushed a lot of policies forward. And it just so happened to be the day I got back from vacation, we had a 3 or 4 hour policy education discussion with our administrative team. And we got a lot of feedback during that period. And we realized that we have some things that we need to correct. We kind of went a little bit overboard, and we made a few mistakes, not glaring, but a few areas where we need to make some improvements. So I appreciate the feedback that the administrative team provided us. With Chief Crossan's retirement, we've got to make some changes to the oversight of policies. He formerly held that responsibility. Chief Winter has agreed to take on that role. And so we have revamped our internal policy committee, and we're going to be pushing policies forward in the not too distant future, literally in the next couple of weeks, because we've been a little bit busy the last couple of months, but we foresee coming forward with policies that the Policy and Procedure Committee will review and the board will need to adopt. So just a heads up on that. A lot of work behind the scenes on our policies. Spring newsletter. Our spring newsletter. Thank you, Commissioner Baruso, for making a statement on behalf of the board. The newsletter hit print last Friday and should hit mailboxes in about a week or so. So exciting to share some of the progress that the department has made and talk about some changes to the MIH program, the addition of another MIH member, some updates to the Explorer program, and then a really nice article on the team that we sent to the Palisades Fire in California. So another positive newsletter out to the community. And this is, again, one of those things that was born from the strategic bridge plan in our desire to make sure that we're getting our message out and we're connecting with the community more frequently than we had in the past. So we're on schedule. While I was gone, you had a special meeting on the 320th property extension. For those that don't know, the buyer had requested to extend the due diligence period. The board, in my absence, approved the extension. And I have been in contact with City Administrator Brian Davis, and he understands what's necessary to get the ball rolling. And I expect to hear back from him in the next couple of days. So we've got some progress in that front. Just to touch on that, the city has plans for a non-motorized trail off of our 320th property. Very similar, probably an extension to the current BPA trail. The problem with it is the way the plans were drawn up, that would prevent development on the property for not only the current buyer, but any potential buyer. And that's of concern to the district because we don't need the property and we want to sell the property. So that's why we're contacting the city to make sure that we understand what the city's needs are there and we can maybe further the process along a little bit. So, okay. When I returned also, we resumed our BC contract negotiations and again, another collaborative process we have learned from the last couple of years. And I think that the BC contract negotiations is going very well. Our next meeting, I think, is April 30th. And then lastly, the last two staff reports I've chosen to get before the board and report out. And I tend to put things on the record. It's an accountability piece for me. If I put it on the open record, I've got to follow through. One of the things that I know that I need to do is message the organization on where we're going. We discussed our organizational priorities back in February, and expect a message from me to the organization in the next couple of days or so on how we're achieving the goals that we had set out at the beginning of the year. So any questions? Any questions on my report or any questions from the administrative staff report? Another stellar staff report.
Questions?
Start off again. Let's see. One of the things that really stood out, and it's not a question, but it's it was the amount of teams across the department, committees, work groups, work groups cut across the department rather than having to sit in silos and wonder what everybody else is doing. And a lot of interagency work with Zone 3. That just really stood out in this report. I'm curious, how much did we save doing the motor rebuild on in-house?
Director Lee, you want to grab a microphone?
I'm not worried about the cost. I'm just interested in how it went. Mhm. What's it normally cost? 67. Okay. There were, Chief Smith has listed 5 excellent training programs and regular meetings that I haven't seen before that long a list, and it's good to see that kind of training going on. Working with Federal Way Community Management is important because that had been our work with them has kind of been at a hold for a number of years, and we've participated with them a lot of years ago in some joint activity that never got restarted, to my knowledge, and good to see us moving in that direction again. That's all I got.
Thank you, Commissioner Fuller. Anyone else? I did have a question. I think that the question was asked, Commissioner Fuller and I, to Chief Smith. I think the first program that you're having, did we ask for a presentation to see what that was like? I can't remember. I was looking for it, but I couldn't remember if we had talked about it in one of the meetings when you brought it up. Just kind of give us an overview of what that training was, and I just kind of in my head.
An overview of it.
Yeah, I think Commissioner Fuller brought it up, and then I kind of reiterated. Yeah, I was kind of looking for something too, but I just don't. I'm trying to remember. I couldn't find it in our minutes, but I'm sure that when you first brought it up, we were both interested in what it was, and just to give us a little, the board a little overview of what it was.
No,
That's
I can
all.
definitely send that your way.
Okay.
Yeah, fire officer integration readiness
Mhm.
skills
Yes.
training. So it's basically to cover a wide variety of areas that pertain to company officers, both internally and externally. That's not included in your typical boilerplate officer training programs that are out there. So it's everything from leadership, critical thinking, mindset, all the way to, you know, in all of our divisions are represented internally and then externally with training, and then law enforcement has a pretty significant component. So it's just a wide variety of topics, but I'll send you the executive summary for clarity on that.
Okay, that'd be great. And the other question I had, I know you're doing the active shooter drill.
Yes.
How many have you? I can't remember. How many have the city done? And is that only with the city, or are we doing it with the schools of the city? What are the stakeholders?
So I will be absent due to Chief's interviews, and Chief
Okay.
Crossan is taking the lead on it, but it involves all the stakeholders in
Okay.
the Greater Federal Way Emergency Management, but it's predominantly school folks that are
Okay.
involved because the incident is built around, the drill is built around a shooting at the school, at Federal Way High School.
Okay, so it is at high school level.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I don't think so. I don't think it's been for several years. Yeah. Yes. Operationally, we've had some, tactically speaking, but as far as involving all the stakeholders, it's not been to this level for quite a while. Yeah, that was the tactical operational training. Yeah.
Yeah.
For all of our firefighters.
Okay, because I was wondering about that. Yeah, because I had asked about that with the school district probably about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I remember. And at the time, it was we did one. You know, they said with the district and things, but I didn't really hear too much about it. So I just kind of wondered when I saw that, I was like, okay, great.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Yeah.
Great.
I thought I turned that on. Making comment about the company officers meeting and ongoing engagement. It's good to see that exchange between everyone at that level. I can imagine it's pretty open and helpful.
Yes. Yes. They've been very productive.
Any other questions? Thank you, Chief Smith.
Thank you.
I think that's it for that. Again, do you want to
The
continue?
budget? Okay. We are a third of the way through the year. Time is flying by. As such, we would expect to be at around 33 and 3300%. And we are sitting today at 29 and 2200%, putting us at 4 and 1100% under budget, which I'd have to do some digging, but I don't know that we've been 4% under budget in a long time. So we know why. We do have some unfilled positions, but it's not in a bad place to be. And as somebody mentioned to me today, this sort of, position that we're in really affords us the ability to make some of these decisions to help operations right now. So we are in a good place. And tonight, with the particulars, our finance supervisor, Kelsey Barrett, is here.
Okay, this month for mid-month, it's totaling $106,041.06. Accounts payable warrants totaling $1,340,536.43. Payroll direct deposit totaling $1,576,487.65. Our EFTPS totaling $336,144.60. Our medical claims processed as of April 15th, totaling $207,778.53 for a total approval of $3,566,988.27.
Thank you. We have a motion for approval of vouchers.
Make
So
motion.
moved.
I'll second.
There's a motion by Commissioner Burris, second by Commissioner Medino. Any discussion on the motion approval of vouchers on the table?
Question,
Yes, Commissioner
this,
Gates.
last month we were, a little over 4 million. This year we're at about this month, about 3.5. Why the difference? I mean, was it a number of days in the month or medical expenses?
So we did close a little bit earlier than we typically do this month, just because of the timing of the commissioners meeting. Last month, we also paid our consortium fees for half the year and also our Valleycom fees, which was a significant amount for last month.
Thank you.
Any other questions? We have a motion on the table for approval of the vouchers. Any other questions? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. We have approval of the vouchers. Well, time now, I'm going to say 5:20, so 5:19. But the board will convene executive session per RCW 42.30.1101I to discuss the legal counsel representing agency matters relating to agency enforcement actions, or to discuss with legal counsel representing agency litigation or potential litigation, which agency, the governing body or a member acting in an official capacity is or is likely to become a party when public knowledge regarding discussion is likely to result in an adverse legal or financial consequence to the agency. So joining the board in executive session will be Executive Director Ganem, Executive Secretary Lori Perry, Equity and Workforce Development Sharice Gamble, and legal counsel. Action may or may not be taken after executive session. At this time, we recess until 6:05, unless executive session extended.